Next up, our last Antweight will be Mack versus Tiger Shark. Mack is driven by Ben Mason, as a fairly hearty modification of the FingerTech Robotics Viper kit. This one's got quite a lot of titanium armor spread around it, both a wedge on the front with some wings, as well as complete wheel guards, which is a very good addition to these robots. Keeps that thing going for a while. And he's definitely going to want it because he's up against Tiger Shark, which has a rather large horizontal spinning blade and is an otherwise rather large robot to begin with, although it is kind of a light robot because it's largely made of 3D printed plastic and gigantic foam wheels, but so far has held up very well despite being made of what are otherwise weaker materials, and has been able to put all that extra weight allowance into its weapon. All right, our drivers are in, our judges are ready. We will start in 3, 2, 1, fight. Tiger Shark getting spun up, the weapon a little off kilter, but it's still dangerous nonetheless. Bouncing off the front of Mack, making some nice little sparks off that titanium wedge. Hard hit, bouncing off the wall. You can see as soon as the weapon contacts the ground, it goes flying. All that energy's got to go somewhere, and what did I say about 3D printed plastic? Already a chunk has come off, I think from its own weapon. It has caught on his own frame and has now gotten inside of his weapon. So you don't think he's going to be able to get that spun up unless he can break it free, although it might have there. A little bit of plastic that was in the way has come off. Tiger Shark trying to right itself, hitting the big blue saw, trying to go upside down, nearly puts itself out the red push out, trying as best as he can to right himself. Mack, of course, chasing him, getting underneath and ramping up over top, trying to push him out quickly from the red side before Tiger Shark's able to get proper control back. Mack very nearly getting the opportunity. Unfortunately, Tiger Shark, a rather high robot going directly over top, does end up getting righted. But I'm not sure Tiger Shark has a weapon at this point. Doesn't seem to have it spun up anyway. Trying his best to drive nonetheless and see what he can do with just 2 big foam tires and a big old body. Mack chasing him around, getting underneath the front weapon for a moment. Trying to direct him towards the outside, but Tiger Shark is a very fast maneuverable robot. Its weapon now hooked on the top of Mack. Mack taking advantage of this to try and drive him towards the outside edge. Tiger Shark trying to drive out of the way. Mack nearly going on himself, now in a precarious position. Tiger Shark tries to get a push, but is unable to push him hard enough before getting out of the way. I think Mack has a fair bit more downforce, since that is really his primary weapon, is that wedge on the front, whereas Tiger Shark mostly just hoping to be able to hit something with that weapon, which no longer is functioning after that one hard hit on the floor. Both spinning around each other. Tiger Shark bouncing off the big blue saw is a bit of a difficult bot to control, large, fast moving. Mack getting underneath him and holding against the wall for a moment. Once again, the weapon hooked on top of Mack, but slips off with 1 minute remaining in the fight. Both trying to get underneath each other. Mack again underneath the weapon, underneath Tiger Shark, into the wall. Now pinning it backwards against the wall for just a moment there. Tiger Shark, oh geez, almost goes out, gets one wheel over as he's trying to navigate, unfortunately goes over on his own after being bounced off the big blue saw into the red pushout. The win goes to Mack. Congratulations, Ben. There was really good driving on both sides there. They were trying their best to push each other out, but unfortunately for Tiger Shark, it just got into a bit of a bad position, bouncing off that big blue saw hazard and ending up with one wheel off the pushout, and not much you could do to recover after that.